Kort tid på vei ned, da.
Hello?
Hello.
What are
Hello.
you talking about without me? I feel left out. I feel the FOMO. What is happening here?
Just
Oh,
tell
Jesus.
me.
I need to mute the thingy.
You need to mute the thingy. You forgot to mute the thingy. I feel like,
Mute that thing.
listen, if I'm sweating, my apologies, but I cannot comprehend the technical difficulties. So like when something goes slightly wrong, I just I progress into stress and now I'm sweating.
But it was not my fault this time. Or a little bit, perhaps. But I managed to fix it. Oh.
Yeah, no, my utmost humble apologies to our dear viewers who are being so kind and patient and just are staying here. Through it all, we love and appreciate you. And I cannot wait to play some D&D. I just need to fix my character sheet.
Yeah.
Who do I play again?
By the way, did you finish leveling up?
Sorry, what?
Did you finish leveling up?
Are we supposed to level up?
Yeah?
No, absolutely not.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You are funny. Ah.
So funny!
You can't give us that joy and take it away, Matt.
Oh,
No, that
sorry.
was actually
Yeah, you said it now.
I was like, oh my god, level 6? Yeah, and then just absolutely wrecked, heart wrecked.
Yeah. But anyways, now I see why we have the technical difficulties today. It's episode 13.
Fuck,
Ooh.
man.
That's it. That's
More.
Yes, so that's why.
Yeah.
But anyways, welcome back to Ragnarals. Did we have the correct name last time, or is this new for today?
What, the 13?
No, on the episode 12, did we have Ragnarals correctly spelled on Twitch?
No, we did not.
No. It's only taken us, what?
2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. We're haunted, I
yeah.
think.
But
But
we're
all right.
persistent, and we don't give up.
At least we're consistent.
Yeah.
It's a spin-off episode.
Shall we take the around the table? Alos, if you kick off.
Yeah, I can start today. Hi, my name is Anders. I am playing as the human fighter Ailos.
And I am Hege, and I am playing the human paladin Genevieve.
And my name is Hydra, and I will be playing the half-elf rogue Josephine.
And I'm Ole, and I will be playing Vasith, the lizard folk shaman fighter.
And I'm Matt, and as always, I'll be playing everybody else. So we can start by doing a little recap of the last episode. Where you started in the middle of a tower. Note that... Yeah, that was last episode.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. You got startled, but Dio joined you, as he kept tumbling down the stairs. And after surveying the room you were in, you fought some monsters, only to activate a statue in the middle of the room that you had no chance at beating. But Vasid came up with an idea of to topple my tower. So he lit some torches, and they went flying down and down and down and down. And after crash on the floor and a dead stone golem, you escaped the crumbling tower and headed to the mountains. There you were tasked with a simple task just to kind of clear the road of some rubble. And I had planned a kind of epic battle, but you skipped that one as well by giving it the suggestion of just helping you and then destroying it afterwards. And after walking through the mountain pass, you finally came to the forest you've been searching for. The forest with Enchanter inside. It's a dark and ancient and lost forest. And you're headed to the big tree in the middle, where you will find the Enchanter. But on your way there, you met a group of travelers. Or if they truly are travelers or something else, you're not quite sure. But they rode on some raptors, and on top you talked to some drow or dark elves. They warned you about this forest and told you to stay on the path and not stray from it. They gave you a stern warning and sent you on your way. And I believe we're gonna pick up as you part from the drow hunters standing behind you on the raptors.
Question: did they describe themselves as drow, or is that just like a description you give us?
That's a description I gave you.
No, they haven't said what, who.
No.
Okay.
They
The
look like dark
Saoirse-
humans with pointy ears.
Yeah, if I remember, Saoirse tried to speak Elven to them, and they were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then they spoke in common.
Because they undercommon was
Yeah.
their language, and nobody knows.
Yeah.
Me neither.
It is
So
so
cool.
cool.
So is there anything you would like to discuss among yourself as you're starting to head away from this group?
They remind me of my people.
They remind me of my people. You what? All right. Go ahead, Vasset. Please to explain in what way.
Yeah, how?
Not as much looks and how they perceived to us, but more in the way what was important to them. This area.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that do make sense. Yeah.
There was a modicum of respect that I haven't seen since I left home.
Yeah.
Develop like the area?
Yeah.
Well, respect for the area and the beasts they rode.
And the
I mean-
just the nature itself and their territory.
I mean, if they live here, that makes sense, right? Like, or not?
Yeah, I
Looks
mean,
as
like
Josephine being
there's no
skeptical.
there's no history of like other kingdoms coming into the wildlands and trying to take over or something, you know. There's none
That's
of that.
so weird,
Well,
because that's totally the impression I gave, I got from you like 2 seconds ago. And yet you say that they remind you of your people? Like how?
Yeah, but like, you know, in a more strategic sense,
Ah.
like they carried themselves like they were not just people. They said they were just people, just walking around the outskirts, but
Commoners.
they said they were commoners, and I don't believe it. I think they are very skilled warriors.
Yes, they made no sound when they approached.
They were
It was a
And as you say that, Bassett. One of the raptors and its rider lets him be seen about 10 meters in front of you. And you can see that it's Kaz, the main character or leader that you talked to in the beginning.
We're literally just walking, talking, and he just appeared out of nowhere?
Yeah,
Great.
You assume that he ran across around you, but in a circle within the forest.
Oh look, he can also teleport.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay.
He looks at you.
I give a nod of approval when he reveals himself.
He looks at you, and particularly you, Bassett. I didn't want to ask you this in front of my troops. But we have a problem you might help us with.
Do tell.
There's a type of creature living in these forests. They look like us. Well, at least the top half. And they are considered holy by our god. Or at least the god of this other dimension that we originally came from. We cannot hunt them, but they hunt us. If you come across a creature like this, please end it, so it will stop hunting us.
Are there many of these creatures you speak of?
I don't know how many the goddess has sent to punish us for leaving, but I'm assuming that it's not just one.
You mentioned that the top half looks like you. What about the bottom half?
Imagine me. And he kind of puffs up and takes his hand below his waist. And this is the creature, but instead of my legs, there's a giant spider body. We call them driders.
Ew.
They are
Very well.
quite formidable. I
I
wouldn't
bet.
want to fight one alone.
Then neither will we. But we will hunt them.
Good.
Are there any ways to track them?
You will know when you have entered their territory by the spider webs in the trees. I pray that you will see these webs before you are stuck in them.
Very well. And if we do find them, and slay one or more, as you say, I will signal you. I guess you won't be far. And I will
No.
signal you by blowing this horn, and I put up the orcish war horn that I stole from the orcish leader.
Yeah. Very well.
And we will do this. Consider this a gesture of thanks for letting us traverse in your territory.
If you accomplish this, you will do my people a great favor. Maybe we can offer you some gifts.
I look at the others, shrugging.
Love gifts.
As he says that, and he looks at you, Basit, he pets the raptor. And
Tiny,
he
tiny smile. Curl.
nods in your direction.
Courtesy bow, like is sort of custom.
Mm.
Nod of approval and understanding.
All right. And he bows back and silently starts seeping into the shadows again.
I have an appreciation for these guys.
He's gone. Okay. I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to be rude, but how come they can't kill these things if they're the size of spiders? Like, that's ridiculous.
Um, I have
said they're tiny spiders.
I appreciate you too, Gigi. But you realize they're human sized with spider halves.
Are you sure?
That's how we explained it.
Okay. Yeah, that might be a bit more challenging.
I'm sure if they could step on them, like if they were tiny spiders, they would.
But I mean, they also weren't allowed to for some reason. So, like, why? I didn't get that. But
If they are sent, as you said, by their goddess, there might be something prohibiting them from hunting the Driders.
But why would their goddess send something after them? Like, wait, he said something about them leaving? Like,
not all gods are good, and sometimes.
why would you follow them if the gods aren't good and are like attacking you? Then why would you listen to them?
That might be the reason they left in the first place.
Yeah, perhaps.
What I don't understand is this word, dimension.
Dimension?
He said they left their dimension. I don't understand this word.
Dimension.
Is it the same as domain or area?
I didn't. I don't. No, I don't know actually.
Is it like when you misbehave in school and you have to sit after hours?
Oh, that's detention. I know that word.
No, God.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, that sounds weird. Yeah. No, that can't be it. Not the same. I don't know what a dimension is. Maybe we can ask the Enchanter.
The Enchanter might have some answers. That's for sure. I want
or
to.
Ulrich back at town.
Or Ulrich.
Yeah.
I want to scout the area that we are in.
All right.
To see if I noticed anything. Like, what does it look like? Is it clear from what I can see? Like, am I noticing any movement, any sounds? Just like a full-on like investigation of the place.
All right. Give me
As we're walking.
Nature check.
Let's see. Oh, that's pretty good. I only have a +1 though, but that's gonna be 18.
All right. So the area you're in, there are no particular roads. It's only animal tracks or path.
Okay.
So it's not a civilized forest, if you can.
Okay. So we just kind of
Something.
trail along where the nature
Yeah.
of the. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Nice. I mean, we have no idea where this enchanter is, so I guess we're just following the path, right?
Yeah.
That's it. You should go in front and like wave your spear in front of us. So like any spider webs or anything, you'll just catch on the stick, right?
I don't possess a spear.
Thought you had one.
I have a staff.
Are you? That. Great. Use that one.
I'll hail in the back.
Besides, I'll
Hmm.
I can take point. But if I find spider webs, I will try not to disturb them. And I will notify you if I see any.
Well, but what if it's in the way? Like we need to pass. Or should we just choose a different way if we can?
Well,
Don't
it's
stray from the
because
path.
it's because spiders use their webs as communication. Disturbing a web tells the spider something's been caught in it. So I will try and avoid it.
Hmm. Well, I guess we'll just hope that no webs come up and we don't have to deal with it at all.
Alright. So Vassal will take point, keeping an eye out for spiderwebs and other things as he do so.
I will. Where do
There's
you, Ilos? Where do you think you're in the formation that we're trying to form here?
Right before Josephine, I think.
Okay.
I imagine it's like Vasith, Gigi, Ilos, Josephine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. Roll me straight d20.
that's a 10.
It's a 10. All right.
And there's a thing you mentioned that caught my attention. Gigi, you said it's not like a kingdom has tried to populate this area before.
Doesn't look like it. I don't know.
Well, we have been tasked to eradicate a threat in the ancient city of Khazrak-Dur, which was here before Ashvale. And when we went on this particular journey, we also found a dwarven tower, topside, linked to Khazrak-Dur. This may mean that the dwarves have been here for long, and they terrorized the lands, and were maybe eradicated themselves at some point.
That's a possible theory. I mean, it's
Or
not
something
like.
greater than themselves.
It could explain the hatred, which was obvious in the dark man's eyes.
I'm gonna roll with that story.
That's true.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's that's a very that's a good point. I
Another
mean, they had
question.
what they had what was coming then, I suppose.
I've also picked up on that Ashvale exists because of the king of Felspire wanted it to. Isn't it so?
I don't really, know a lot about what like history and stuff. Didn't really pay attention in school when they were teaching about one of the greatest accomplishes of Felspar in history.
Is that a lie?
Hmm. Why do you say it like that? So think about your tone.
Can I roll an insight on that?
Yep.
Sure.
And since I'm not considered proficient in reading human or half-elf body language, I'll roll it with disadvantage.
Yes.
I rolled deception as well.
You will probably have beaten me because I got a 4.
I got a 25. You understand that, like, this is just the way Josephine talks sometimes. She's like, yeah, this is a good theory. Yeah, this is fine. Like, this is just that's her tone. Like, you've noticed that she is a bit snarky, and that's just the way she is.
It's always like this, so it's hard for Vassith to pick up
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
it's
Probably just
legit.
caught something in their throat.
Yeah,
Very allergic.
yeah.
All right. So as you travel, you don't seem to find that much. But not too far ahead, you start to see that the forest is getting less dense, is the word I'm looking for. But the blockade of the sun is still there.
So it's like permanently shadowed.
No. Because as you look up, you can see. This is also the reason for that there not being so many trees on the ground. Is there is a much larger tree taking up all the sun. You estimate this tree to be at least 400 meters tall.
That's
It's
an old tree.
massive.
I'm never gonna be able to climb that.
That's a good one, Ilos. That's great.
That's an automatic star for me. All right.
You have too little faith in you, Ilos.
Well, I mean,
think
the tower was good practice,
yeah,
at least.
exactly. Exactly. See? So now you know you can do it with ease, right?
You can do anything you set your mind to.
That is true.
That's true,
If
JJ.
you think you can do it, you can do it.
Speaking of that, Josephine, ever
Yeah.
since I think we made camp, was it outside the cave to Castle Dur or something, where you did the teleport jumpy thingy?
Right?
I've set my mind to it. I've been trying so goddamn hard, but I just can't seem to do anything like that.
I mean, I have no idea how I do it. The others just tell me that, like, if you believe that magic exists, it will exist, and that's kind of what I've been rolling with. Um, it's not like I was prepared to be able to teleport or shoot lightning out of my fingers. It just kind of happened.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
it'll
like,
happen with you too. I mean, you don't really know a lot about your dad. I mean, maybe he had possessed some magical abilities that, you know, you now possess. Or perhaps, you know, you possess other gifts from your parents. No, not that my magic comes from my parents. I don't know where my magic come from, you know?
I do believe I have gotten some of my skills with a bow from my dad, but it doesn't feel like really like magic, really.
Well, you know, I don't think you need magic to be great.
Didn't you
Yeah.
hail from Clan Lavellan?
Yeah.
and you say that magic has nothing to do with it.
That's not exactly what I said. What I said was that I don't know if that has anything to do with what I'm doing with the magic.
I see.
Walking and talking or standing still?
Walking and talking.
Walking and
Walking and
talking.
talking.
All right.
Or are we not? Can we do have visuals on the tree itself, or is it just like we discern that it's lack of trees because something is shading and in the distance up we can see a tree?
You start to see the tree trunk. Um, you can't say that it's a door, but you recognize that it's an entrance of some kind on the tree itself.
But it's not a door.
Are we?
Is it
Is
an
this?
opening without
No,
a?
no, it's kind of like an opening. You know how roots are sort of hollow at some points?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they don't touch the ground always.
Yeah,
Shape,
and
sure.
there's light coming from within.
Oh, well then.
Is, uh, is this where we're supposed to be?
I mean, I don't see any spider webs. I think so. It can't be the wrong place.
Vasset?
And
I lost.
they did say that we should look for the biggest tree after the plains, through the mountains, and that he resided in the deep forest.
It is a very big tree.
Right. It does
The
take up
biggest
all the
I've seen.
sun.
You've been walking for about half a day now.
Oh.
You think, at least. There's no sun touching you, so
Oh.
it's hard to discern time.
Our directions was also clear. We should simply travel and let our hearts guide us. And here we are.
Well, but were your heart really guiding you? Or did you just walk without thinking? Because that's not the same thing.
As
Yeah.
you are standing here and discussing this, let's do it like this. Genevieve,
Hmm?
you feel a small gust of wind. But this time, you also hear your destiny awaits.
My destiny awaits you guys.
What? Sorry, what?
What?
Where did that come from?
Just out of the blue.
Darling, darling, we really need to, like, maybe have a talk with someone professional about what you are experiencing.
That way,
What?
my destiny. And with it, your destinies. Let's
Of
go.
course.
Come on. And she
But
keeps-
Genevieve, how do you know?
I
she
don't.
skips ahead.
What?
Yeah.
Literally.
Sometimes you just do.
All right. So you enter the tree trunk. Where is my...
Without a thought in my head.
I want to do
Immediately.
something on my way through the entrance.
Yep.
Sort of like a maid of ritual on the fly. Bassett will take forth his staff and gently touch the tip of it with the silver thorn seed attached to it to the frame in the intention of paying respects before putting his
Okay.
staff back.
All right. I like it.
Josephine will lean into Ilos's ear and says, "If anything goes wrong, I will be stabbing someone." And then she's gonna walk.
I trust that you will.
All right. So Genevieve, you, without a second thought, you just barge in. And as you enter this large tree trunk. It's like stepping into a grand hall made entirely out of wood, of course. You can see a forge in the one corner and some gems laying on a table
Oh my
and some
god, you guys.
mithril and other uh, rare minerals laying around. And you see a bed and a desk and some chairs. And it's quite messy in here.
Wait.
And then you notice a man standing there in red robes with long blonde hair. Kind of skinny looking. He looks old, but still youthful. He has some pointy ears, and you can discern that he's of an elven lineage. And how old he truly is impossible to determine by his looks. But he locks eyes with you as you enter and says, "Welcome."
Hi.
I kind of step to the side and a little bit forward, and I go hi. I reckon you are Erindor Forge Caller?
"Yes, that's me.
Yeah.
And who might you be?"
We have come from the guild called Ashbourne Unchained over in Ashvale.
"That's splendid."
And we have come here to seek your aid. You see, your reputation precedes you, and you are pretty well known for your many skills, and we have come to ask your favor.
"Oh, so you come for weapons, do you?" Yes, I can see that the ones you're wielding right now are quite used. What is that? This blade. Looks at your blade, Genevieve.
Yeah, it's the best.
This things with untapped potential. But I can barely hear its voice. I'm waiting for you to listen to it.
What do you mean?
You have carried this gift for years, and yet not truly embrace what it's been made to be.
I mean,
Strange. Who gave you this blade?
me and my mom, we made it together.
Really?
Mhm.
Who's your mother?
I mean, you have probably heard of her. Um, it's Red Veil, Saga Red Veil, best blacksmith in the entire world.
Well, this blade was not forged for the ordinary. It was meant to be wielded by one who listens to the gods' whispers and walk their path of unwavering faith.
Well, that's me.
If you
That
truly
makes total sense.
if you truly believe yourself their champion, you must prove it to the
That's
gods, to the
what I'm
blade.
here to do. We're all
And
here to prove ourselves in some
No.
way, but yeah, particularly me.
No.
you have to prove yourself to the gods and to the blade, but also to yourself. Please kneel.
Okay. Niels
Take out your blade and place it before you.
places it down before her gently.
Have you ever heard your god talk to you?
Many times.
Then it's time to talk to her yourself.
Can I do that?
Speak your words.
Okay. Hi, Raphael. I guess I haven't spoken to you before. Maybe now we can talk to each other.
As you're saying this, the three of you who are watching Genevieve, you can see that she's kind of excited and this bubbly self as she's always been. But as soon as she starts to talk to her god, you can see that her eyes becomes white and she completely vanishes into herself. And you, Genevieve, you start to feel a swirl and a dancing pattern that resembles scenes from your life. Your birth, your struggles, and your triumph. And as you are feeling these visions, you can hear Erindor's whispering in your ear. You see, child, strength is not only in the body alone. It's in the will that refuses to break. The heart that burns with purpose. The gods knew this when they gave you life against all odds. They knew this when they guided your hand to forge this blade. Speak the name of your goddess.
The name of my goddess is Arethiel.
And as you do, immediately you stand up in a warrior's stance and held up your sword. You can feel that the magic is pulsing through the sword, and a holy flame erupts around it, and it burns and shines a light in the entire tree trunk, lighting up everything within radius. You are the chosen one for this blade. I
What?
can't make anything better than this. You will learn to control it and what its powers are, now that you have activated it. Quite a beautiful blade, I must say.
Thank you. I knew you would appreciate it. But thank you so much for like awakening and stuff. Like I didn't know any of this stuff, so I'm so glad you told me.
And you can now change your rapier to a +2 rapier.
Shit.
And you have to discover what it can do.
Ooh. Okay, so +2. That's
That's
done
it for
deal.
now.
Cool. And other
Uh,
things to come. Sick.
And the enchanter
Can she hug him? She tries to hug him.
yeah, as you are hugging him, the enchanter looks at Josephine and says, "Oh, hi, Solinia.
Sorry. You said what?
Hi, Solinia. It's been a long time."
What? No? Sorry. Who is this guy?
Yeah, we're both enchanters. We have discussed many things before.
Oh, no, 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 no. You're thinking of my mother.
Oh, did she have an offspring? That's sad.
What? No, it's wonderful. I'm here. What do you mean?
I love to be here.
That's okay. That's
Okay,
I'll take that
okay.
to my name fully.
Anyways. Take a seat.
All right. Josephine takes a seat. Carefully. Very weirdly looking at this guy who apparently knew her mother.
So, you seek my help in getting some weapons.
That is correct. As our wonderful leader, Prince Ilos of the Fair Isles, said over here.
Not leader.
We seek the
Yes, leader.
great gift that you have, and the forge, and whatever help you can give us.
We have a letter.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I
Yes.
fish it out of the saddlebags on glitter and present it.
He takes it and he just throws it in the pile of various other documents scattered around and falls down to the floor even. He doesn't care.
Just like, how did you? Just like, when did you know my mother?
You see, if I'm supposed to help you, and I would like to help you, but you have to help me first. You can see that my forge, and he's pointing to his forge. There hasn't been a flame in it for about 100 years. And I need to have it burning bright again. And I can't use ordinary fires because then I would only make ordinary weapons. So I need. There we go.
Yep.
Technical difficulty number 2.
Yeah, it might keep happening.
Yeah.
I'll try it not to.
Well, anyways, I need the ember heart. And as far as I know, you can find the ember heart in a cave to the south of this forest. So if you just run along and retrieve it for me, I can light my forge again and give you your weapons.
Simple.
So, yeah, it's quite simple.
No problem.
But
Why
you
did
might want to tread a little bit careful, so the flame drake residing in the cave doesn't, well, scorch you.
What does it look like? The Ember Heart.
Well, it's a gem with liquid volcano lava, Jesus, inside.
Liquid lava.
Liquid lava inside, and it's quite hot. But if you seize it with your hand, it will not burn you. You will need to speak. Well, as I just demonstrated for you, you need to speak the command word to activate it.
So the heat works like the brazier back in Nashville, where we got this, and I'll hold up my hand showing the mark.
In a sense, yes. But much, much hotter.
How does one quench a fire drake?
Well, I don't believe you can quench its fire. I'm not quite sure if I even would approach a flame drake because it's quite hot and dangerous to just be close to them. You see, they live in a volcano and they thrive with heat. It's a beast of sorts, but you're monster hunters, aren't you not?
We are.
Should be no difficult task for you. And for everything I've done for the Ashborn Unchained, I believe this is a fair ask.
No problem, sir. We will take care of this straight away.
Alright. Well, if you need to rest up and gather your thoughts before venturing out again, you're welcome to do so. This forest has grown, well, quite populated after these new fellows arrived.
New fellows.
Which reminds me.
Yeah, there are some of my dark brethren in this forest now. It's, I believe it. They have been here for about a couple of 100 years, but it's there's life in the forest, but not the kind I'm used to.
Are there any creatures that looks like these dark brethren of yours, which consist of half spider?
You're talking about the Driders?
Yes.
Yes, they exist.
Do you
They
know
are
where?
in the forest. They are hunting each other. They can do that all they want as long as they don't disturb my work. And they don't, because what they have brought into this forest of mine is quite unique. It allows me to gather materials that no other enchanter has access to. And for my profession, that's a good thing. So I'm not here to be a lawman of any kind. I just pick up the pieces. And there are plenty of pieces. Well. If you're hungry, you can make yourself something to eat. I only have one bed. I hope you're not mine, by the way. Well, no. Well, good night. And he walks away.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on right now. Hold on. Oh my lord.
Just dropping that at the end of the conversation. Walking away. Oh
What?
my fucking god, that's a dead giveaway. Oh my god. I walk away. Who else do we know who does that all day long at the end of each conversation? Is it a thing of the family? That's my headcanon now.
Excuse me, Enchanter. Josephine will start walking up to him again.
Yes?
Just how long, like, when did you see my mother last?
I don't know. It's been a few years.
Okay.
Around 22, I believe.
Right. Cool. Interesting. So I just have this, I hate to be the bringer of horrible news. But the Grand Enchantress is dead.
Oh.
She's been dead for a couple of years now, actually.
Mm.
But do you recognize me immediately?
Yes.
Just because you knew her?
Yeah, you look like her. You might try to hide it behind your filthy clothes and your ragged hair, but you still look like her. You have her eyes, her nose, her cheekbones, and her figure.
Oh, okay. That's all right. I've had enough. We're hunting a drake of some kind, and Josephine is just out.
Oh, I thought. Is everyone else okay with leaving immediately, or should we like have a snack and
If you guys want
maybe
to have a
talk
snack,
about?
you can have a snack. But this guy is creepy, right? I'm gonna whisper up into.
No, what do you
He's
mean? He's
so-
like super nice.
He's so creepy. What the? What is
No.
going on?
Complimented my sword.
He
He's
complimented me in weird
fine.
ways. Genevieve, I would rather not have that. Like,
Okay. Do you want to find a picnic spot outside then?
yeah, I'm
In
down
the
for-
darkness?
God.
Yeah,
Just
we can
eat
do that.
quickly.
It's
Just
fine,
eat
let's
quickly.
go.
Just eat quickly.
Looks towards Ilos and Vassith.
Ilos has already just started grabbing some snacks out of his pack and is eating quickly.
Yeah.
I guess.
Vaseth is standing there, probably back to you guys, and fiddling with something he found on the floor.
I also want to point out that, like, Josephine also has this luscious blonde hair, very reminiscent of this Enchanter's. So this is actually hilarious.
Oh. Really?
Is-
Yeah,
uh,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Genevieve is smart enough to pick up on this really. It's just me, the player, who's very invested. But do they look like each other? Asking from the player's perspective, like, is there like any familiar similarities except for hair, like hair color?
You're a half elf, right? Yeah. So, as you are looking up Josephine from head to toe and back to the enchanters, there are a few things that actually kind of look very familiar.
Hmm. But he's super old.
He also saw her mother 22 years ago,
Conveniently.
conveniently.
How old are you again?
I should be 22 in a couple of months.
What a coincidence.
Mhm.
Super weird. But I mean, he's super old, so. Like, I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. He's weird. That's what I'm saying.
It's not weird.
I think
It's just,
so.
it's like an old person. But he
As-
clearly knows what he's doing and
That's true.
and saying, and clearly knows a lot of important things.
Couple of feet back, Vaseth is asking Ilos, didn't they say his mind might be twisted?
Well, they did say that, and that he wasn't,
Well-
that maybe wasn't completely himself or like how he used to be.
It doesn't seem that strange to me. It does seem strange to Josephine, however.
Yeah, I think that's because something they spoke about. I didn't quite catch what it was, but I mean he seems all right to me.
Well, she did the things with her arm that you usually sometimes do. So I'm guessing
But-
something came up.
Well, yeah.
But I guess our task is simple. Go into a cave, get a red gem that's hot, but not when you touch it, and bring it back.
Yeah,
And don't
and,
disturb the fire drake, flame drake.
Or if we happen to do, maybe slay them. Slay it, them. But hopefully not. Would be preferable to avoid. And I mean, I've already eaten, so I'm quite ready to go. But I saw you picked up a thing. What's that you got there?
I don't know. It's probably half of a mechanical glove or some kind, which with moving parts on it that Vasset doesn't seem to comprehend how to be put together.
The Enchantress looks over to your group as he slowly undresses. Uh, so I'm going to bed now.
Right.
You can sleep here with me if you want to, or you can take your chance out in the forests.
Gigi like turns around as he says that, like saying something polite to him, and she's just like, she like turns around immediately and like, no, we have gems to find, so I think we'll be out of here. Thank you.
Is it safe to wander in the forest in the night? Would you say?
There's only one way to find out, isn't
Okay.
it?
Well, no, we are. I am
let's
going to take a nap over here, and Josephine goes all the way on the other side of the room, in the farthest corner away from this man, and sits down. Just crawls together.
Yeah.
All right.
Vassal will put his blanket out on the floor, close to the entrance. I'm guessing, and sit down because it seems like the others are making themselves comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ilos, seeing that Josephine is a little bit distraught, is going to take off his cape and just give it like over to her as she's sitting down. Before I'm rolling out my bedroll a little bit away, and yeah.
All right.
I'll lead Glitter in so he can be like a huge wall between us and Enchanter. You can just drape something across him, and he'll be like a little privacy wall.
All right. So, Vasset, as you're laying on the floor, ready to take a nap from a long day's travel, or short day, you don't know. You let your eyes wander within this tree trunk that you are currently residing. And you notice something. It's hollow, and it goes up and up. You can't see the ceiling, but you can see some legs starting to move down from the darkness within the tree itself.
Slowly producing the blowgun.
And you can slowly see that a spider or spider legs are coming into view. Just like a drider that was described to you by this dark elf man. But they suddenly halt in their movement. And you look around and you can see that the Enchantress is laying in bed and doing some hand motions. And slowly the drider steps into the darkness again and vanishes. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
All
Ooh.
right.
I guess it was a good thing that we were inside the tree.
Yeah, not outside.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go for a quick break, I just wanted to thank Matt for being a sub for 3 months. That's pretty huge, actually. And also Matt's wife for being a sub for 2 months, because she's also legendary. So
Yeah.
shout out to them, and make sure that you guys get something to drink, and we will be back in 5 minutes, more or less.
Ish.
Should not be too many technical difficulties.
We hope.
We pray,
Mhm.
and we will be back sooner than later. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Hello.
Hi again.
Hello.
Hey.
What's it?
Sup?
Hi.
So now that we had a short break, we have had some time to let what just happened sink in. Perhaps analyze a little bit. I bet there are some questions from the group that we will take later, because you can check for a long rest and you wake up the next morning feeling very well rested.
Also remember to remove madness points, y'all. Roll for it.
Shit.
I rolled a 4!
That's good.
Yeah!
I
Finally got rid of some.
have to see.
So yeah, it was a very restful sleep for
Yes.
me.
Hold on.
Good dreams. Oh, sick.
Let's
5.
see. Ooh, nice. I still have
Right.
some, unfortunately.
So, the Enchanter wakes you up. I made you some breakfast before your travels. You need to fill your bellies before venturing out, you know?
Uh,
It's dangerous out there.
That's so nice of you. I feel so rested.
yeah.
During the night, I assume that you have examined your sword a little bit, Gigi.
She could not wait and obviously had to practice a little bit, like before going to bed. Yeah, just like going through the motions, swinging a bit, maybe like whispering a little bit, like, "Hey, do you hear me? Are you still there?"
You discovered that by you can activate the radiant flame from the sword. That will deal 1d10 extra radiant damage per hit.
Ew.
You can do that 3 times each day, and one charge will last for 1 minute.
Sick. 3 times each day, 1 minute per time. Okay.
And when this ability is activated, you, as the wielder, have true sight for 10 feet,
Wow, that is so cool.
and it will
Whoa.
also light up an area of 120 feet.
Oh, hit, light up area.
That's a holy
Okay,
sword.
and that's a heckin' sword. 10 feet true sight, you said?
Yes.
Heck. Never had stuff like that before. Oh my god. I can see clearly now. The rain has gone.
Who is this, Dio?
Channeling the spirit of Dio, who is not with us today.
All right.
Sick.
In Domine Patrone Deo
Oh,
Patrone.
Jesus.
Deus, Deus ex machina.
I can't say it. I can't say it. No, okay. Let's.
Moving swiftly on.
Yes.
Is he dressed?
Yeah,
Breakfast
that's
man.
the most important questions.
Yes, but I can give you a little bit of a hint what I was. Yeah. Oh,
The important questions asked.
yeah.
Ge-
It's in the morning, and he is offering you bread. But
Oh.
yes, he's dressed.
Perfect. We love that.
Bread in the
I'm
morning, you
sorry.
say?
A breath.
Yes. And
Who
moving on.
influenced you to this map? What
And
happened?
moving on.
He's a father of 3 now, so that humor
It's
is
just
taking
madness.
its hold.
The madness
Yes.
points have consumed Matt in real life. That's what's happening here.
Yeah.
They
So
have become
moving
too
on.
real.
I feel like Josephine has probably used Ilas's cloak as a blanket, and she will like walk over and hand it back to him, kind of awkwardly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Listen, I may have fallen asleep, and I'm sorry if I snored on your leader cape.
If you snored on my cape, that's completely alright.
No, I feel like I should at least, you know, I owe you a cleaning or something.
Don't worry about it.
All right, okay.
Let's just skip this
What
part,
happened?
okay?
We need to get out of this mindset now.
Yeah.
Matt needs to get out of this mindset.
Be gone!
Reset.
Yes.
Demons!
Yes. Reset. All right. So that's it. What do you do?
Well, I'm packing up
Yeah.
my blanket.
You actually find it quite strange that even though you just spotted this strider coming down from the roof, and you saw the enchantress doing some hand motions. Now that you think about it, you're not quite sure if he talked to the drider in some kind of sign language, or if he cast a spell, because you fell asleep right after.
Yeah,
And
Vassus has been pondering this, but he hasn't made up his mind whether or not to ask him about it yet.
all right.
Bassett was the only one who saw this, right? Because. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but Vassus, I think he'll be eager. He'll be possibly thrumming with eagerness to go to that cave.
Yeah.
After some breakfast, yeah. He will be like a child, ready to go somewhere. He's not.
Yeah. You're eager and tripping.
Yeah.
So is more or less the enchanter. And he's looking over to you and, well, how about that gem, please?
Yeah. Well, with this great food and yeah, at least I rested very well here. I mean, we're ready to go.
Yeah, we can discuss some like tactics on the way, I guess.
Finally.
Are you ready, Josephine?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So you head out into the forest again. And now that you're outside of this large tree trunk, the entrance kind of disappears as soon as you step outside. And you're now also not quite sure what direction is north or south, or because you have no sun to look for.
You know what? That doesn't matter. I will find us the way. And she like launches her rapier to the skies and asks Orathiel, the voice
Mm.
of the sword, which way shall we go to find the fire gem and the fire lizard, so we can get our weapons and be
It's
the best
called
that we can be.
it's called the Ember Heart.
Ember
It's
Heart,
called a drake.
the
Of
Drake
flames or something.
of flames. Yes, that.
Well, you feel a small breeze.
Which direction?
It's going this way.
That way. And she launches her rapier that way.
I have never met anyone in my entire life that is more naive than this woman.
You have
And
heard it.
Josephine
I
will follow.
am chosen.
You
This
listen.
sword
No,
will guide us the way.
there's
We are
some-
chosen by the goddess.
we're not chosen by anyone. Okay, listen. Let's
No,
just
but
settle that. You
You're
can
my
be chosen.
friends.
Mm.
Yeah, but you know,
Y-
he said that. You didn't hear?
Listen, yeah, God, I did. That was a real ego boost for you, alright.
It just confirmed everything I knew was true from before.
So
But
you
yeah.
just knew you were chosen and destined to be God's favorite princess.
I always told you. It's not my
Okay.
fault you didn't listen before,
Right. I just
Grandpa told you.
can't fathom to believe that there is a God who willingly would give you a sense of direction on where we're going at all times.
They work in mysterious ways.
But
This is
there's one.
also- This is
one-
also the way of our shamans. It's not that uncommon.
There's one word that kind of lingers on your mind as you're saying this, Josephine. Princess.
Anyways, moving on. I think that there is some like just great and horrible thing that we're gonna go through right now, and I don't want to be like I need to be certain about which direction we're going. I'm not just gonna follow. Sorry, Gigi.
I feel very certain.
Oh, okay. There's a difference between feeling and knowing, and please, just someone, Ilos, please tell me that this God sense thing isn't just like something we can trust immediately.
Well, I don't know much about gods, only that they exist, and it depends which one you follow, if it's good or bad for most part. But yeah, there's no definitive good or bad.
What are you talking about? Orathiel is the good. And she only wants what's best for me. Us. Me. Us. Me and
Oh.
then extension you.
Okay.
All of us.
All right. You know what? The day is beautiful. We are well rested. Why not take a leap of faith? Quite literally, and just follow a breeze into this
Perfect.
forest, into this wildlands that we have no idea what, like, even is. Or,
Sounds like a great idea.
yeah, such a fun
Right,
day.
Massive.
While we are walking,
Mhm.
is it
Because we are
possible?
walking in that direction.
while we are, I want to keep an eye out for, ants' nests, which typically are on the south side of trees to help navigate using a skill or of some kind.
Sure, give me a nature check.
What do you mean, an actual skill?
Yeah,
In navigating? Nah.
navigating. That's 16.
All right. So you are quite certain that you're walking in the opposite direction.
We've had this discussion before, Genevieve.
Hmm? Yeah.
When you feel the wind of your goddess,
Mhm.
do you walk towards the wind or with the wind?
It feels like it's the right direction to go with the wind. But oh my god, you know what? You might be so right, because if you walk with the wind will always like blow all of your hair in front of your face and make it really annoying. Maybe what she meant all this time was you're supposed to go towards it. And therefore you can, like, your cape and your hair and everything will just like be amazing. Wow, that's such a good insight. Why haven't I thought of that before? She could have told me. We can talk to each other now. Oh, Arathiel, you are so funny, girl.
Also, because the floor of this forest, the way the plants lean and the bugs move, suggests that we are moving north, and we were supposed to go south.
Then, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that and see what happens.
All right. So as soon as you turn around, you can hear a voice. You are not safe. You left the master's bedroom. Now we can feel it.
I look up.
And you see 4 riders coming out of the shadows.
Woo! Oh lord.
So roll for initiative.
Yay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's a nat 20.
I got
That's it.
a
It's cracking knuckles. Yeah.
Dying to wrestle some shit.
Yes.
24 on
Ready
total.
to get it down.
Give me a second here. All right, so above 20,
Yeah, 24.
Josephine. Anyone else?
23.
That's it.
And also me.
And 15
21.
to 20.
I got 21.
Amos.
Damn, you guys. Overturning? All of you? Holy shit.
And what did you get, Gigi?
17.
All right.
Yes.
We rolled good.
Yeah, you
Gotta-
did.
gotta
You're
love to have,
so...
Gotta
Like-
love the advantage on the initiative rolls.
I love the +7 to initiative.
I
I got
love
a
that
nat
for
20,
you.
but I only got a +3, so.
All right, so the Driders are coming onto you. There are 2 more or less going straight at you, and there are 1 to the right and 1 to the left, closing in a half circle around you. So, Josephine, you're up first. What do you would like to do?
Is there a way that I could No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna run up to one of them and just start stabbing them.
All right. Which one?
Like one of the ones that were like coming towards us, because they
Yeah.
were all kind of coming towards us,
Yep.
but 2 of them were further away, right?
No, yeah, they're a little bit into the bushes,
Okay.
2 of them. And there are 2 on the road or
Okay.
animal track.
I would like to take one of the ones that's on the road.
Yep,
Yeah.
sure.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes,
And second attack is 26.
that hits.
Oh shit! Max damage. That's 16 piercing damage, as like both daggers go into the skin of this creature. And then I want to use a bonus action
Yep,
to because like both my daggers have the nick ability, so I'll use one action to do both attacks.
yep.
Then I will use my bonus action to do a cunning action. Now my question is, can I hide?
Yes.
Would it be possible to lurk in the shadows somewhere?
You can try.
I can try. All right, I'll try. Do you want to stealth?
Yes.
Oh, that fell on the floor. We'll do another one. That is a 26.
All right. So as you run up to this first rider and slash it with your daggers, you try to slip away into the shadows. We can still see you.
Motherfuckers.
And Bassett, you're up.
Yeah. Are they spread out coming in from all 4 sides?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are 2 of them within 20 feet of each other?
Yes. There are
Yeah.
2 on the road.
Yeah. So he will focus on them, and he will take his staff and raise it above his head, and the staff will start to glow, and he will jam it firmly into the ground. And when he does, roots will spring up from the ground underneath the 2 on the road, casting in the entangle spell. And they will have to roll strength saving throws. DC 14.
One of them fails.
All right. Then that creature is restrained, and on its turn, it can take its action to make a strength check, athletics check actually, when it's its turn against my spell save DC.
Yep.
On a success, it frees itself and is no longer
Yep.
restrained. And Vasith will visibly launch itself at it, and try to bite one of its spider legs off with my bonus action. Hungry
Good.
Jaws. All right.
Please.
That's 18 to hit.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Noise. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Alos, you're up.
I'm gonna fire 2 arrows,
Yep.
one at each one on the road.
All right.
So that's 20 and 22 to hit.
Both hit.
All right, rolling damage.
God. God, I had advantage. I would have missed.
10 and 9 damage.
All right. That's.
And they are both slowed.
Slowed, okay. So, Gigi, if if you don't want to move, Alos.
Are they very close?
I would say they're about 30 feet away from you.
And the ones up?
30 feet also, in a semicircle.
I'll try to move a little bit away in the direction that seems to get me the furthest, but I'm only gonna move like 15 feet.
All right, yeah, sure. And Gigi, what would you like to do?
It's me. By the power of Grayskull, no, Arathiel. She raises her rapier up in the air, and as she slices it down in front of her, this super bright light just emanates in 120-foot circle, I assume.
Yep.
You didn't say, is it an action or a bonus action to activate? Or reaction?
Bonus.
Bonus. Gotcha. Great. So that happens. It's super bright. And
Yep.
I'm gonna launch at the closest one that's not in like terrible terrain, maybe.
Yep. All right.
And she will sort of like just do a running speed and like glide on her knees so she can like catch the belly of the beast, so to say. Hopefully stabbing it. We'll see. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Great. So something hits these guys. That's marvelous. There's a 12. Oh, normal piercing, and then it's some radiant damage for a 9 radiant damage on the first attack, and then spinning around doing second attack with advantage
Mm-hmm.
for another 21 who also hits. That's great.
Yeah.
So that's a 10 piercing and. It was every attack, right?
Yes.
Yes, great. Boop, boop, boop. No shit. That's 4 radiant on that.
All right. So a total of 35 damage.
I can't count that high, but yes.
Yes.
I love this new weapon! Or the old weapon, but with new powers. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's really heckin' cool.
But as soon as you activate the blade and the beaming light shines out in the forest, you can see that the Driders are kind of trying to shield themselves from this light that emanates throughout the forest. They have nod between themselves and we will get to you later. And they start to retreat.
Oh. Well, see ya, losers!
So the one that Ilos shot at to start with, he starts to climb up into the forest line and quite nimbly escapes. And the second one is restricted, and it was what was the DC to escape?
It's 14.
Yeah, he escaped, but he
Attack
has.
of opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
sure.
he? But also, like, Josephine was very close to the two
Yeah.
on the road.
Yes, you can both get an attack of opportunity on the second one here.
Okay.
Both 3, right? Because all of us are close? Or did mine escape? Oh.
Not yet.
That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
23.
Hits.
On an attack of opportunity, you get a full attack, which means that I can get 2 dagger attacks, right?
Yes.
Right. second one is a 25 to hit, so.
That's also a hit. So you do some damage before it runs up into the trees also.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes 12 bludgeoning damage. Am I able to do the since it's an unarmed strike, the staff is still in the ground where he launched it in.
Mhm.
Can I do the punch and grab move?
Yes,
That
you can
makes
try.
Yeah, then he must succeed on another strength or dex save. It chooses which.
Yeah.
He's also gonna get 12 damage from me.
Yeah. He saves with a 16.
He does save.
And now it's the third one, the one by Gigi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Would
gonna
you-
get a stab.
All right.
If I can just Jesus there, but
That is,
damn, 21 again.
that hits.
Yes, that's 10 piercing and another D10 of radiant. Oh, that's a 10 radiant.
All right. And it rushes up into the three tots as well. But this one actually looks kind of hurt.
Take that.
And it's the fourth one's turn, and he will scatter away,
We sure showed them.
leaving you back alone in the forest.
I don't get what Kaz and the guys were so scared of. These are like super easy to scare off.
But they were also very silent. And I'll scan the canopy to look for spider webs.
Give me a perception.
Of course.
You get advantage now because of
Ooh.
Gigi's sword.
She'll hold it up a bit higher, like a flashlight.
That's a 19.
All right. You can barely see, but you can see a large web spreading across everything that you can see on the top.
There's just a treetop of like spider webs instead of like actual leaves.
Yeah.
Nice.
You get also the sense that they have chosen this height for their webs to make them harder to spot from the ground. Or at least with your eyes.
They are trained predators or hunters.
Well, we are no easy prey, so let's move
Maybe
along.
they'll think twice next time.
They didn't seem to enjoy the light that you created. We should
Mhm.
keep this in mind also. Maybe let them come closer before.
I think a
using
good
that
strike with Roy will do them justice.
If they show their faces again.
Let's
Yeah.
just hope there aren't more of them.
Yeah, they were pretty big.
I am tempted to climb the trees.
Is that really a good idea?
But they
Like,
are
what do you
probably
want?
more they are probably more proficient to fight than us up there.
And
Yeah, and
I
you
mean,
could like fall into the web and get stuck and
and we would, or I at least would not be able to help you up there.
Although I have great trust and hope for your climbing abilities, Ilos, I fear that might be the truth.
you could spider web in your hair. Or scales. It's really hard to get out.
All right.
It is.
I wouldn't know. And I giant staff
No,
out
me
around.
neither. How did you? What's the story? How did you get spider webs in your hair?
We have forest in Red Vale, you know. So like sometimes, particularly during the summer, you'd want to go to a nice like spot to chill. And you know, if you forgot to poke with a stick before you go, you can crash into some spider webs, and it's just terrible, terrible.
And it gets everywhere, and it's horrible.
Yeah, it's gross. Little
Right.
spiders everywhere. Like I don't hate them, you know, but I don't like them.
Right.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
sticky
Let's
and
avoid
gross
it.
and gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't start.
Yeah.
All right. We were doing so good.
I wasn't even in on that. I did a Star Wars reference.
Yeah,
Uh,
I understood both.
All right. Okay.
I got it. I understood the other meaning from the looks, but yeah, it was
Maybe.
innocently meant.
Yeah. Mine too.
Let's move south, guys.
Yes. Let's do.
And
So
we
now
do.
that you have heading, you walk past the Enchanter's tree once again, and he's standing out.
Wave us. We
He's
pass.
standing outside, and it looks like he's gathering some plants.
Can I identify the plants?
Do a
Or, like,
nature check.
just at a glance, what plants is it? Is it like a nice bouquet? Sorry, nature? Yeah.
Yep.
That's a 4.
It's something that grows in the ground.
Nice plants.
Yes. As you come back, he looks at you and had a nice walk.
Oh yeah, wonderful. We're gonna head over to grab your gem now, so we'll be back.
I've been thinking about that. Are you sure you? Well, you're monster hunters after all, and I wouldn't doubt your power. But it's a fire drake.
You told
Well,
us.
Which you say to avoid, and we will attempt to avoid it.
Hmm. All right. I'll leave you to it then.
Unless you have a thought of a way to quench the fire drake. Or fight it as it may.
Dragons are a strange creature and a powerful one at that. This is not a normal dragon, or even a dragon, it's a drake. But it has some resemblance. I would offer you a potion of invincibility, but the drake can still sense you. So there's no way of really sneaking past it.
okay, but
Wait, invisibility or invincibility? Those are big words, but
The first one.
what did I say first?
all right. Anyways,
Invisibility.
I have
Thank
a
you.
theory here, Enchanter. If one were to, per se, I don't know, teleport, you know, from one point to another, how far away do you think the Drake would have to be for you to simply get in very quietly, teleporting, and then get out
Well,
with the teleport?
This is an ancient creature, and has been nesting in this lair for quite some time. So, as dragon goes, I assume that it has other treasures among its possessions.
If sensing someone entering is our biggest concern, then I may have a plan.
Anyways, my point is, the first task you're tasked with is to locate the gemstone. It's in there, but I don't know where. And I don't believe it will be on a pedestal.
— But you would like us to fetch it, so you
Yes,
can
please.
have the fire. Alright then. Well, I mean, let's just pray this dragon is sleeping and just steal the stone. Pretty simple.
Great idea. Can you talk to it?
Yes.
That's it. You've done this before. You befriend almost every dragon, or drake, or lizard that we ever met,
Or Wyron, or...
or wyvern. Why? Like you're like the lizard whisperer. Maybe.
There's a difference here. Our intention is to remove one of its possessions. This
Well,
is
maybe if you ask really nice, or I don't know.
we could try as a failsafe, I believe. But I think a better plan is I simply change my smell. And I cast Druidcraft, and I smell like something else.
Will that
Like-
help you communicate with it better?
No. But with the invisibility potion that he mentioned,
Ah.
it would be harder to sense something that's familiar within a cave. Like the smell of moist water. I can do that.
Do you intend of breaking the gem, or like will it be used up, or can we like deliver it back when you're done with it or something?
Listen, there's one thing about encountering a drake once. We do not have to encounter it twice.
But what if it's really nice?
No, they usually aren't.
Well, the drake stole it from me, so I would like it back, please.
Oh.
Wait,
Okay, you're right, Josephine.
He
Not
just
very
came
nice.
here and grabbed it.
Well, not exactly. He snuck in, and I would have stopped him if I could, but he snatched it before I could even react.
Hmm.
I think he knows.
Maybe he
there
just
are.
wanted to be warm. But still, it's kind of rude.
Do you see this gemstone? There are a collection of gemstones in this world, stemming from an ancient creature long ago that was imprisoned but escaped, and its shards has been scattered about, wielding immense power. And if used correctly, they will grant you good things, of course, but they can also be used for destruction. Imagine all things fire and magic in one stone. At any given time, you can release it at your will. You can have meteor storms, or even burn this entire forest with a single thought. And this is just one gem. there are many more. There are... I believe there's one also not too far from Ashvale. In the... Oh, what's it called again? Those damn dwarves.
Is it that?
Khazrak-dûr.
Yes, thank you. It's the heart of Khazrak-dûr. And I might suspect that one has been corrupted. Anyways, I digress. They are very powerful and should be treated with utmost care.
Uh, excuse me, just one moment. I turn around to the group and go. Is one of these stones the thing we found? Gave to Ulrich?
I don't know. No, that was stuck to something else. These
Wasn't that a
seem-
shard?
Yeah, but it was a shard of that creature. Maybe we can see if they look alike. Like if it's the same thing. I don't know.
You know what? I digress. Let's just do this. Let's do it. That's how we usually do it. We just go for it. Why not
Yeah.
just do the same now?
We just complete the task. That's what
Yeah.
we do.
Figure it out on the way.
Alright, so you head on out.
Did we get a potion of his invincibility?
Sure.
Sure, he says. Yeah, sure, he says. Just a little potion
Sure,
of
and
invisibility.
that was a it won't help you. Sure.
Just have it. What
It
could
won't help
possibly
you
go wrong?
now.
That's player knowledge.
Yeah, it is. But
But
It's
it
still
was
funny.
it was useful to know that you can talk to it. Like, you know, if all else fails, Vasith. You can have a
Aren't
conversation with it.
dragons usually highly intelligent creatures?
But he said it was a drake.
Yeah, well,
not
a drake
dwarf.
is a tiny dragon, is it not?
I
Or
don't
am
know.
I
never spoken
completely
to one.
wrong?
I've never
by the
spoken
way,
to one.
it kind of just snuck in here and took the Amber Heart. It sounds quite smart.
Well, if I remember the stories correctly, not only are they just like intelligent creatures, but they're hoarders. They love treasure.
There might be other really cool things there. Oh, that's so cool.
There might be
Or shiny things.
big stuff,
Shiny things.
like gold.
I will hand the potion over to Josephine.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You're
I can make
sneaky,
you-
dummy.
I can make you smell
Oh,
like
I see where this is going.
moist moss.
Right. All right. Yeah. Well, I've done this before, so
You're our expert.
yeah. This, sure. You know, nothing like just sneaking in with a little bit of potion of invisibility and grabbing a shit, getting it out. Just
What do
your
you think
usual
are the
thing.
chances that the rest
On
of
the
us could
job.
like distract it somehow? Is that possible? And then you would have an easier time sneaking in.
That could work.
Depends on if it's open for conversation or not.
I feel
What
like
did dragons
if
like?
Genevieve really tried to get to know this Drake, I'm sure she could.
Me too. They seem nice, most of them.
Alright.
What?
No, nothing.
We have our plan set then. Perfect.
You have backup
What?
characters, right?
Possibly go wrong.
No,
I never.
don't
No.
like that question, Matt. So I don't.
Just gonna
I
ignore
don't want to
it.
hear it.
I'm gonna plead
What?
the fifth.
Yeah. Alright, so you travel south. Quite confident that you're walking south this time. And can somebody make a d20 roll for me, please?
Doing it. 18.
There's nothing particularly that's happening during the day. And you arrive at the edge of the forest after about, again, a half day's travel. And you can see a little bit up into the mountains a large cave. And you notice that this mountain is a volcano at the top. And there's steam coming out from the top and also from this entrance. And even though you're several hundred meters away from the entrance, you can feel the heat pouring out from this mountain. It's almost like something is amplifying the radiant fire.
Ooh,
Nature is
really
mighty, but this is
warm.
unnatural.
Gigi's taking off her jacket.
All right. So
How long approximately is it to this cave from the edge of the forest where we are at now?
this forest is very dense. And as soon as you reach the end or the edge of the forest, you are at the mountain's foot.
Oh, okay, so it's not like a long distance.
No.
Gotcha.
It's about 400 or 500 meters away.
Do we see any like other openings that seem to like go into the cave, or is it just this one cave?
It's just that one cave that you can see from this vantage point.
I am no mage or wizard or witch, but I think that's the stone. I think it's the
Yeah.
stone, says the girl from the city with very cold winters.
Yeah, it's a good thing he said that, you know, when you touch it, you won't get warm. Because if it's warm already down here, whew,
We might have to rethink this plan. The heat
that's-
from up there will probably intensify when we get closer.
Mm,
I am the only one that doesn't have fur on my head, and I think I will probably last the longest inside that cave. I also have some abilities that might protect me.
You're suggesting that you sneak in instead of Josephine?
I am quite a proficient hunter, you know.
That I do know. You you can be quite stealthy.
but she can literally disappear. Not to mention teleport.
Sometime, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's not like it's just some skills I picked up from no particular area of expertise. I think Vasid should go because I am very sensitive to heat. I don't really like it. I prefer the cold. And frankly, I'd rather be stuck in a blizzard than in a fire. So, you know, actually, can this go under the table? Like, especially don't tell Dio about this. And I'm saying this to you all in good faith. I'm a little scared of the fire. And the thought about going into a cave filled with blazing heat, that doesn't sit right with me. And I don't want to talk about it. And do not ask me about it ever again. Because I told you this in friendship. And I now consider you guys my friends. So, yeah. Well, I said it.
Okay, noted. Um, yeah, no, understandable. I have to agree with you. I don't really like being like sweaty and stuff. It's really gross. So yeah, definitely get that.
I don't care about sweat. I care about the fires that are probably rising in there with the volcano and the lava and the. Ew, no.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Okay.
I'll
No.
I
smell
mean,
the air. Is it the smell of sulfur hanging around?
Yeah. And as soon as you stick your nose in the air and start sniffing around, there's a small eruption of the volcano. Very small, and nothing to be alarmed about, but it's kind of bursting out some lava.
The part.
Yes. Fire part.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's a sign we shouldn't wait too long.
And after this eruption, you can also see that the light source coming from within the tunnel is moving. And it's getting closer to the edge of the cave.
Is there
There's
anything
something.
to take cover behind?
Yeah, can we like jump in like behind some rocks or something?
There, you can make a group stealth check.
Yay.
Genevieve does like an expectant roll.
I got a
It's good.
dirty 20.
I got a 25.
21.
Well,
We were doing so good.
I
So
made you guys. We carry
As-
this team.
as you hide, and you can see that Genevieve is trying to hide behind a rock that's not even her size. You
But it's
drag
just
your
sticking out.
you drag her into the forest and manages to get her into some cover before there's a large drake coming out of this cave. You can see that it's enormous and it has a long neck filled with feathers instead of scales. And as you have seen on, or at least heard or read about, other dragons have kind of like a bat-like wing. This one is more resembling of a bird. And the entire thing is on fire. And as it makes itself small to get out of this cave, which is about 40-50 meters in width. And as soon as it gets out, it stands up and spreads out its wings. And you can feel the heat, even though you're several hundred meters away. You all take 3 fire damage.
Ooh.
And you can see that it's kind of just stretching its legs and jumps up in the air and flies away.
That
Dude, face
can't
is a little
be
bit
a
sunburned.
What?
I hold out my hand to Josephine
Uh,
to, the potion,
yeah.
and I start running up the hill.
Oh my
He
god.
goes.
Right. What?
Godspeed.
You stay behind? Josephine, Genevieve, and Alos?
Should we go
I-
after
I'm-
him a
I'm-
little bit?
I'm gonna go after a little bit as far as it's not burning hot.
It's getting hotter and hotter
Yeah,
as you, but it's not damaging you or burning up your clothes or anything like that.
I think we all should join up. At least up until like the mountain. Like would you say it's on like a top?
No,
It's like just carved in
Yeah.
at the bottom.
No, not at the bottom. It's about 400 meters on a small slope, but it's not the cave itself. The mountain continues
Okay,
up after.
okay. But per se, if the bird comes, can we just jump down to get quickly away? For example? Or would we have to run away?
Are there
Are you-
hiding spots?
Are you stopping to make a perception check to?
No, I'm not. I'm just standing there stunned, I guess, watching. No! Fuck no! I'm running after him! We're supposed to stay together! We're stay together, slay together. We're going after him. Fuck this. I run after
Can we
Bassett.
get that on a fucking t-shirt? Huh? Stay together and slay together?
Yes.
It literally
trademark.
is the new Ashbourne Unchained like slogan. It's
Yeah.
stay together, slay
Alert.
together. Okay.
All right.
That's
So
great.
you run up into this cave. And
Yeah,
it
and
doesn't.
if I sense that the others is following, I will turn while I run as I stay outside before I dash in. And if Vassith gets the sense that the air is unbreathable because of the sulfur, he will simply hold his breath because he can hold it for very long.
All right.
We will stay outside the cave then, I guess.
And
Alright.
then
We
I
will, we will
look
keep
around,
watch and shout at you if we see it come back.
and then I will take a look around to see if there actually are any hiding places around the mouth of the cave, or at least like down, if it's a rugged mountain, or if it's just like sleek slope.
I'm helping. Actively looking
I'm
with
gonna
you.
go. I'm gonna go up to the cave entrance, but not enter it.
If it comes down to it, I'll give you both or all three of you advantage on stealth. Since you're scouting out hiding spots.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. As you enter this cave, you can see there are several rivers of lava, sorry, I mixed those up. Lava running within the cave. And the cave itself is just enormous. And you see a large pile of gold being melted into one big nugget.
Wow.
You can see on the edges that it has formerly been coins and different types of gold things, but the heat within this cave just melted it together. And you can see, quite surprisingly, a bed and a desk and some chairs. And as you ponder this vision you have, you hear from behind you, "That old trick always works." And as you turn around, you can see a very young but athletic human male, standing before you. He is really ripped and completely nude, but that doesn't bother you since you're used to that. And he has long, kind of freshly out of the shower kind of hair, and you now also understand why he doesn't have clothes on. Because from time to time, he bursts with flames. What do you want in my home? And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh my god.
What? No.
But it's just like, no. Oh my god.
Sorry,
Okay.
what?
And we didn't see shit.
You better be glad it wasn't Josephine who went into that cave.
Yeah. I think that was a good idea. It would have been super fun though, but volcano rivers, no thanks.
Who is this guy? Fucking volcano dude?
This volcano dude. That's
Volcano
what he's
dude?
called now.
I will ponder upon this moment the next 7 days.
Episode 13.
Great.
Volcano dude.
Yeah, definitely. Old man and volcano dude.
Yes.
Wow.
Old man and volcano dude getting in hot.
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
that
no.
guy in Fantastic Four?
Oh,
Johnny.
Johnny?
Yeah. Johnny Blaze.
Yeah. He's literally Johnny Blaze.
I feel like
He
this
is.
dude is kind of cooler.
I
Isn't
feel like this
Johnny
guy
Blaze
is
kinda
important.
Well, we could pull it. We could do that even further and say it's actually Captain America because they're played by the same person.
Oh, facts. Not anymore, though.
Yeah.
Soon. After July.
Anyways,
Nerds! Nerd alert!
Nerd alert.
Should we do the points for this?
yeah,
we should
I can
do-
start. I can start today.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello, Oblivion.
I want to give my start to Genevieve actually today, for the elaborate description of why the direction of the wind matters. The not getting the hair in your face. It's that was brilliant. Really,
most
really
important.
brilliant. Yeah.
Truly, I'm so glad Vasith brought that up. Point.
I
That's
can
why we're friends.
Yeah.
I can like work through that because my star is also going to Genevieve. Just because Genevieve gives me life. Like the character of Genevieve is so hilarious, and I feel like she's going to have the most like epic moments coming. But just her character and her way of seeing things, I feel like it always brings out at least more a more like dynamic duo with Josephine and Genevieve, and I love Genevieve, the character, so much.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
Happy to be back after 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We missed you. I missed you.
Yeah.
We all met.
Yes, we did. And my star is also going to Genevieve. I'm gonna just simply repeat what the two previous persons said to you, and I would also like to, as always, give the group a star for the effort and the reactions, and just this was a much needed roleplay heavy session with a lot of fun and double meanings, and yeah,
Starting
I loved
dad
it.
jokes.
Is the
Yes.
like since when did the double meaning with Josephine meeting all of the characters happen? Like I need to know.
Dude,
Wasn't it a
Are you-
comment from chat from one of the first training sessions?
I think it was, yeah. And then
And
after
that's kind
that,
of how it started.
Matt just started double entendre like every single time Josephine have a conversation with any NPC at all.
That's not true.
In-
Well, anyways, I thought it was about time that we discovered some backgrounds on Gigi, and
Trickles down.
also started scratching the surface on Josephine,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
or at least what Josephine thinks is her past.
I was gonna give the star to like you, Matt, because I love the way and I love that we got more of Gigi's backstory to unfold, and the whole bit about her talking to her god. I just love that idea, and also split to or the star split to, of course, Gigi and everything today, but also Josephine when she starts talking about things from her past and the way she like starts kind of openly and curious, but when she catches herself going too far into it, she's like, no, okay, I'm gonna stop.
Enough.
And the last little one, because I just love puns, is gonna be Vas. It's how does one quench a fire drake?
Yeah.
My star is pretty simple today. Stay together, slay together.
Yeah.
But that was what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it like friends who stay
No, it
together,
is.
slay together?
It is we stay together, we slay together. Because, like, you
Yeah,
know,
okay, yeah.
Josephine has literally been told this like 3 times at this point that you need to stay with these people because you can't go venturing out yourself and you can't go rogue and you can't go solo. And so now, you know, we stay together, we slay together. That's how it is.
It was just memorably quotable. So that's
Yeah.
my star. Among several, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I really enjoyed tonight's session. I had a lot of fun.
Me too.
That's
as
good, me
usual.
too. I laughed a lot, and that was
Yeah.
very much needed.
Yeah.
I feel like. I hope everyone else also enjoyed it, everyone who watched, and yeah, I hope you guys continue to jump in. If you guys want more content, we have a Discord channel where we occasionally post memes, character art, and all kind of different fun activities while we're off stream. If you're not interested in that, we will be live next week again. 7 days waiting time, unfortunately. A whole long week to ponder why the hell Johnny Blaze is in our D&D campaign, but you know, that's fine, and that's alright. That's okay.
Yeah.
But if you're unlike me and you cannot wait and you want more now, you can also re-watch every episode. We have 13 episodes now out on YouTube. Almost 13, 12 now, but 13
Yeah,
on
this will-
Sunday.
Yes.
So 13 episodes out from Sunday on, and yeah, you can rewatch them as much as you'd like. We also have an Instagram and a TikTok if you're interested in following along on what we do there. Other than that, I think it's safe to say that we unfortunately have to wait another week until we see what's to unfold with the Ashbone Unchained crew. And until then,
Maybe let's lean heavily on the Ashborn.
you know what? I think we're, I
Do
don't,
you need more cliffhangers?
I'm not, no.
Oh,
No, I don't. I don't want, I don't want it.
We want to sleep as well, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we need rest.
for a
All right.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josephine can go to bed and ponder who no, never mind.
Yeah, who's her dad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Think about that a bit more.
I don't wanna think about that actually. So
Oh,
with that I'm just gonna say goodbye. Because yeah. Goodbye everyone.
Thank you all.
Thank you all
Bye.
for watching.
See you next
Thank
week.
you.
We'll see
Thank
you next
you.
time. Goodbye.
bye bye.
Far beyond the kingdom's wall, through endless plains and mountains tall, we march before the break of day to claim the lands so lost and gray. The winds are howling through the stone or broken peaks of ice and bone. The rivers wide, the cliffs they rise, and whisper warnings to the wise. The pines stand silent, deep and vast, through shifting sands and echoes past. The jungle hums, the canyons burn, yet still we press, no thought to turn.